Hey YouTubers, still Sexy Butch here, still in Albuquerque. Um, Hope everybody's having a good day. It's kind of cloudy outside, not cold, just cloudy. We might be getting some rain, so I want to do this video, just kind of a brief video about my favorite female singers. And you know, feel free to comment on this and, tell me who yours are. I just thought I wanted to do this today, so. Okay, in no particular order. Dusty Springfield. Actually, she probably is my favorite. Judy Collins, Barbra Streisand, Patsy Cline, Joni Mitchell, Karen Carpenter, Emmylou Harris, Annie Lennox, Joan Jett, and Aretha Franklin. And those are just the ones that I can think off the top of my head that I really like. Like I said, I think Dusty Springfield might be my favorite. That's not her real name, or I should say wasn't her real name. She passed away some time ago. But especially here lately, I've been kind of worked up about this move, and having mixed emotions and having all the stress of moving, which there's a lot of stress involved in moving, and I've been listening to Dusty quite a bit lately, and I really only have one of her CDs, which is Dusty in Memphis, which is supposed to be her biggest seller, but I really love her voice, and her voice really calms me, and it's very sexy too. If you've never heard Dusty Springfield sing, she has a very sexy voice, and she was in the closet the whole time that that she was out there. She was very popular back in the 60s, and somewhat through the 70s. I think she started to fall out of popularity in the 80s when the new age music started coming out, of the new wave music. But her voice is just, it's just one of those voices that, it's like Barbra Streisand's voice. It's just one of those voices that as soon as I hear it, I know who it is. So many of these, I'm sorry, but so many of these female singers that are coming out now, that are becoming popular now, they all sound the same to me. It's like, I hear one and I go, who's that? And they'll say, okay, blah, blah, blah. Then I'll hear another one and I'll say, well, who's that? Or that's, I'll say, oh, that sounds like, what's her name? The new one that I just learned. And I'll say, oh, no, that's so-and-so. And I'm like, I don't know who these people are because they all sound the same to me. And then there's the guys. Justin Bieber. I mean, really? I don't know. I remember in this movie, Almost Famous, Philip Seymour Hoffman's character in that movie was he was a DJ, like back in the 60s and 70s. And he told this kid, who wanted to, he wanted to be a journalist for Rolling Stone magazine. And so he told him, well, you need to go on the road with a band and really get an idea for it. But Philip Seymour Hoffman's character told him, he said, man, rock and roll is dead. And that was way back then, in the 60s and 70s. And so I thought, well, that's really true now. I listen to some of these, well, I wouldn't say it's really dead, but I listen to some of these really popular male and female singers now, and some of the bands and groups. And I just think, oh my God, this is what it's come to. I guess I got spoiled because when I was growing up, back in the 60s and 70s, it was all original, They were the pioneers. They were the people that, They all had their distinctive sounds. They all had their distinctive styles. And it was like the Cars back then, you know. Back in the 60s and 70s, you know, the cars, just like the music, were all very distinctive styles of cars, you know. You could tell one from another and say, oh yeah, that's definitely, I can tell that's a Pontiac, or oh yeah, well that's a, you know, that's a Chevy, or that's a Ford, or that's a, you know. And you could really tell the difference between people and cars back then. You know, all of the singers and the musicians, the groups, they were all very original, very individual, and the automobiles too. Now it's all become so much the same. It's like cookie cutter, you know. Cars are all starting to look the same. Singers are all starting to sound the same. It's just, you know, I don't like it. I like originality, and now everybody's copying everybody else, and you know, and I just, like I said, I can't even tell the difference between them anymore. But I guess, like I said, I was spoiled growing up, musically speaking. But yeah, I'm sorry, kids, but your music, a lot of your music really sucks. It really does. I mean, to me, this Justin Bieber kid, he's like a modern day Bobby Sherman. And if you don't know who Bobby Sherman is, you should check that out, because if you see Bobby Sherman, look him up on YouTube. If you see an old Bobby Sherman video and then watch Justin Bieber, he's the Bobby Sherman of the 21st century. I don't have anything personal against the kid. I just don't see the big deal. Of course, then I'm not a teeny bopper. I never really was a teeny bopper. You know, back in the day when, you know, Frankie Avalon and Bobby Sherman, and there were so many other teen idols. I never really went for the teen idols, you know. Of course, I was never wild over Elvis Presley either. I liked Elvis Presley, but I was never, you know, gaga over him. But yeah, the music that's coming out now is just, I don't know. I'm sorry, but I just can't get into it. And the rap music, I won't even go there. I'm not into rap music at all. I understand there's some gay rappers out there now. Well, I don't care if you're gay. I still don't like rap music. But anyway, that's this video has already gone on long enough, and I really just wanted to name my favorite female singers and spew a little bit of my opinions about modern day music. So until next time, this is still Sexy Butch saying, I hope everybody's having a good day, and I wish you all peace and love, and that's about it. So till next time, have a good one. Bye.